Hello. Hello. So, mm, so I have lived 26 years on this planet, and I've learned something recently. I've learned something about myself, about who I am, and here let me first describe to you some of the things about who I am that I'm going to be talking about. So, like my hair, for example. Um, how I talk, or the things I know, the things that I talk about, like being smart, or learning things, and being a good student, and being knowledgeable. Being someone that likes kids, and likes hanging out with kids, and is good with kids, you could say. And someone that likes to go out in nature, someone that is interested in the improvement of humanity, the development of, let's say, culture or consciousness of people. Um, Someone that is good with animals, someone that likes plants, likes trees, someone that is very feminine, that likes females, that supports women's rights, someone that is very kind and gentle and quiet, reserved, and very helpful and polite, and always, there, always helpful. Um, Someone isn't very pushing, very forceful. So all of these things combined, and more, um, and more things as well. So all of these things combined, everything I just said about who I am, I learned something about this. I learned something about who I am recently. That when I look back at my life and I look at all of this that I just said, that I can now see that is something like a signature for all of this, that it relates to making myself into someone that I perceive will be someone that would attract a female partner. And I see this because, well, two reasons. The logical reason is that like attracts like. So if I become someone that I have observed is more similar to a female, is like on the female side, then therefore I would attract like a female partner more easily. Another logical reason is because throughout my life I have observed things through females in my life, through people in my life. Whenever I would see something like in a movie or TV show of like a female character having been betrayed or being treated badly by a male character, that I would look at that reason, and then I would also curse out the male character for what he did and take the side of the female character. And therefore things like being like a female, here being defined as what I observed, is like being very, there's so many things I was going to, like for example, like little things, but they become like real personality that I live, like worrying about things, being nervous, unsure, not taking, let's say, the reins, for example, very passive, very hopeful, very waiting. Those are some examples that I've lived as well as a seen in movies and TV shows and throughout my life, and real people in my life, real women. And of course my relationship with my mother, because it's the prime relationship, of course, for me. And a relationship to my father and my mother, how they would fight and how they broke up. And so the battle between the male and the female in that sense, where I took the female side, became more, let's say, female because of that. Though within that, all that, I still see that signature of looking for a partner, of being all those things, because, like I said before, like attracts like. And now the second reason why I see this, why I'm like this, or why this is here, is because I can see directly into myself, like a signature, which here it's almost like, let's say, a feeling, where when I look back throughout my life and all those moments where I did live these ways, everything I said, like with my hair, with those personalities I mentioned, with being nervous or being passive, or let's say being kind or being gentle or being sweet, that in all those moments I can see how there's like this feeling and like this hope and this desire that a female will see me like this, being this way, that I have that attention, therefore I will attract her. And so now I can see that clearly, and it's the same signature that's throughout all of these various things, which, I maybe have said maybe like 20 different aspects of who I am now in this one video, and that's just so many. And so it's really like overwhelming evidence, not overwhelming, but undeniable evidence that this is happening within me. It's so clear. And it's not like I have any anger or any judgment or anything of that, resentment towards females or people who made these shows or TV shows, or how people acted or what people said about males, about females, or this whole thing, because, or any regret or anger towards anyone else anyway, or even, it's like looking at this, it's like I've wasted so many years of my life. Like, it's like my whole entire life's become like wasted so far because of so much of who I am, like my likes, even my preferences, the things that I do, things that I don't like. Like, there's TV shows that I watch just because, for this reason, because of attracting a female partner, because this TV show is like something that someone else liked, and a female in my life liked. And that's the only reason why I watched it. Those like hours and hours of my life doing that one thing. But I did this with my whole life, like years of my life. Where when I look at even who I am now, like let's say if females didn't exist on this earth whatsoever, it was just males, I'll be a completely different person, like in 1 second. I can see that in myself. I can simulate it within my mind, just pretend that there's no females in the world and there's only males. Who would I be? And I can see that I'd be much more comfortable. I could just go out and just talk to guys and tell them, like, okay guys, let's fix this world, let's talk about things, there's things we gotta do. But if I imagine this world how it is now, or even just with all females, so I could become passive and shy and and all these things I've just said before, because of this reason, because of trying to attract females. And it's crazy how much of myself is like this. And it seems like almost everything of myself, it's like 90%, it seems. I mean, for example, one thing that I know for sure is like video games, where that's like a shooter like Call of Duty. I know I enjoy doing that, and I know any female partner, well, at least I believe any female partner wouldn't like that. And so when I started dating, I didn't talk about video games whatsoever. I didn't talk about my enjoyment of video games like Call of Duty and like shooting and competition. So it's like, okay, well, that's one thing, and part of who I am. That is me, that isn't influenced by this part, but I mean, I did suppress. So, but I mean, when I look at other things, it's like so much of myself, like even cooking, something that I enjoy too. I remember hearing a comment when I was younger where this mayor from the city told me, like, when I told him that I wanted to become a chef, that, oh, like, women always like a good cook or whatever. And I heard that the other day, like last month I heard that from someone else. So it's like, there are people out there that are programming me, that they're giving me programs, they're giving me instructions, with maybe, well, I don't know what level of awareness, like even my parents too, and everyone, and even women in general too, how they talk about the problems of men and everything, this whole issue. It's like, it is like a set of programs or instructions that do change people, and I am evidence of that. But at the same time, I know that I wasted my time and I wasted my life, and it's my responsibility. And it's like I said, I didn't have any anger or resentment. It's just like a point of, man, it's like for the first time I'm single, in a way. The first time I'm actually not, I actually can like see the points of influence of who I am, and now I can really stop them, and then I just stop them in that moment. It's like a very easy stopping, and it's like I'm single, and like for the first time, it's like I really just want to take a break, almost like a vacation, because like so much pressure and so much of me, there's so much that's like emotionally involved with, with like every day of my life for this, was like a pressure every day to perform, to be a certain way, to meet certain expectations, because of this point of trying to attract a female by being someone I saw that females would like. And now it's like now it's like who I am, as who I've been so far. And now it's like everything that's me, like how much now, or what can I do now, like now it's like a blank slate for me, where like the motivation before to talk a certain way, to act a certain way, to do things, that now I'm calling into question. I can see how I would talk a certain way, do certain things for that purpose of attracting females. And now it's like, well, now I don't have to do that anymore. It's like, I would compare this to having a job or being in school for 12 years of your life, and then you're finally free from school, or finally free from your job. It's like that feeling where it's like a nothingness in a way, where it's just like you don't have to put on that face anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. But of course, this isn't school, this isn't a job, this is like something else entirely. This is like who I am as a person. So it's like a whole different level, you could say. Because this level of trying to attract a female to be a certain way, to do that, has been throughout my whole entire life for 26 years. Now it's like, what now, where to go, where now I actually have like a choice. And yeah, I don't know. So my reason for doing this video is because I haven't heard anyone else speak what I spoke here today for you. I've never heard of someone else saying what I said. So as far as I know, I am the first person to have realized this. Is this existing within him? And I would have liked to have heard someone say this, share this, because then I could have learned from that, and I could have changed sooner. So the only reason why I'm doing this is because for other people, for you, whoever's watching, for you to learn from me, from what I've lived, from what I realized. So yeah. If you want more background or anything else, just leave a comment. I can reply back to you. For now, this seems good, so I'm gonna end it here. I don't plan on doing any more videos right now, so if you want more, let me know. I mean, videos about this topic. Okay.